Morning. Brand new day. The sun is still shining. Had a really nice day at Glentour campsite. Talking about 5 litres of fluids. Nothing came out. Only on the 6 litre, so I was quite dehydrated. Well, today there should be water. You can see down there, that's big water. We're going along Loch Dee, I think, and there's loads of blue marks on the map, so loads of streams coming down the hills feeding into it, so I shouldn't have any problems today with water. Let's see. What a glorious sound. Water. I know I keep going on about water, but if you're walking, try walking 50 miles in 20 plus degrees of bright sunshine for a few days, and you'll understand why water is always on your mind. And with like £30 on your back, I forgot about that. Blueberry fields here that I'm walking through. Did you know that blueberries, along with all wild flowers, are protected? It's against the law to pick them, damage them in any way. I didn't know this until recently. I saw a video on YouTube where someone, quite a popular YouTuber, did something close to the blueberries. I don't think he damaged them, but someone complained and got his video taken down or something. So yeah, don't damage the blueberries. You'll have the blueberry police on your back. Did I say blueberries? I meant bluebells. I'm blaming the effects of dehydration still on that one. Mother Nature provides a natural seat for me here. I'm going to have a break. Glorious water of thru. Apparently there's a diversion here. I can't go along one side of the Loch Dee because there's forestry work going on. I've got to take a diversion on the other side, but it meets up further down at the end of the loch. Wonderful. You don't know how wonderful it is until it's gone. Shame the Lochside walk is cordoned off at the Southern Upland Way. I've got to walk on the other side on this long road. No views of the loch. There's a big gate blocking the path down there. I thought I'd got past it, but no entry. Don't want to go past there and meet them in the middle and tell you to walk all the way back. So I've got to walk the long road. Finally, I made it past the lock gates, back onto the West Highland Way, back onto the Southern Upland Way. The other way that I've just come brought me into contact with loads of day walkers, cyclists, and if you're one of those people I met, and I told them about my YouTube channel, so hello. Hi. Thanks for following, for subscribing. I suppose they must have their reasons for chopping this all down, but thanks for ruining my loch side walk on the road on the other side. But you got your reasons, I know that. They chopped it and they're planting new ones all along here, probably all the way down there as well once they've cleared it. So renewing it. So I'm heading into the hills at last. Long slog up this forest road up to the pass here, and then drop down into Loch Dee, which might be my destination for tonight. I think I've done about 14 miles today. Blazing hot day again, might be the last one. I've had word from one of my YouTube friends, Border Rambler. If you don't know him, subscribe to his channel, Great Wild Camper in the Borders. But he said it's going to be raining tomorrow, maybe. It's coming, so let's see. I can do a bit of rain, I think. I'm not going to never moan again about the rain. It's really windy up here. There's the loch. Down here, some kind of stone written in hieroglyphics, I think. I certainly can't read it. I know our dear departed friend who done the first Southern Upland videos that I saw on YouTube, Andrew, Headful of Hills, Scotland. He said this was Greek, but my heritage is Greek. I can tell you this ain't Greek. Wherever you are, mate, up there, hope you're looking down. Looks like a beach down there. Might be worth investigating. It's about 4:30 now. I've got no problem stopping for the day here. I'm in no hurry. Like you'll know if you watch my videos, I'm not here to crush miles to get from one place to another at the quickest time possible. That ain't me. I'm here to take as long as possible to enjoy it, and a wild camp here would be fantastic. Where would I get this down in London? Yeah? Where would I find this? Nowhere. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to pass up this opportunity. Really rough underfoot here. No one has walked here before. Let's take the time. Just because there's ankle breaking trucks in there. That's why you need the sticks. There's some nice possibilities here. I don't know if I'm brave enough to camp on the beach and how far that water comes in. But certainly, you look from up here, there's some places maybe I'll get my tent in. Worth having a look. Oh, with careful foot placements and looking to every step, I've made it down onto the beach, and I can see some footprints here. So some people have been down there. I'll walk along here, see if I can find anywhere to camp. So it's coming up to about 6 o'clock down by Loch Dee. I managed to find a place, probably the only place available to put a tent on here. I'm going to enjoy this now. Got the whole place to myself. Just want to say, this is what I consider real wild camping. You've been walking all day, you don't know where you're going to stop, you haven't got a place in mind, but when you do find that place and you're like hundreds and hundreds of miles away from your home, once you put that tent up and it's your safe haven, it's a fantastic feeling. You can't beat it, I think. And I know I like as well to camp high in the past. Long ago I used to camp on top of hills, on top of mountains, and those are great to see the sunshine to see the sunset and the sunrise, but for me as well, this is equal in its splendor. So, I've just had my dinner, beef bourguignon, and I thought I'd take a walk along my private beach on the loch. So I'm well fed now, well hydrated, so but it's beautiful here. And it's coming to about 8 o'clock now. Sun over there is going down. This part of the trail now it's quite remote. It's a long way to the next little village or town. I've got to say that apart from the Cape Wrath Trail, this is the most remote trail I've been on. Even the Hebridean Way wasn't this remote. There's so much distances between where you have to get any supplies. I know there's a service that operates at certain places that can pick you up and take you to the nearest village or town for accommodation, all that. Obviously I don't need that because I'm carrying everything, but that's why, because it's so remote, that I packed 2 weeks worth of food. So as I said before, my rucksack was about 30 pounds. That's with like 2 weeks of food and about 3 or 4 kilograms of water. So I think that's what you have to do for this trail. I've seen a couple other people younger than me, but their rucksacks were massive and they flew past me, so it can be done. It's not all about ultralight. I know a lot of people like to go down that route, but no, these trails can be walked anyway you want. Yeah, don't just think you can only walk it one way. But if you're coming for this one, I would suggest you carry a lot of food and have a few bottles to fill up with water, because you're going to need it, especially at the beginning stages. Getting better now for the water, but you'll need it. My ex-bed, survivor of most of the Cape Wrath Trail, the Pennine Way, the Coast to Coast, the West Highland Way. Last night at that campsite it leaked, it got punctured somewhere. Anyway, I still managed to sleep because I have had from the rucksack and the thermarest pad there that I can sleep on, so I managed. Anyway, what I wanted to say to now in the loch, because it's impossible to find the puncher, you've got to put it in water. So luckily I put it in the loch and I found it. And this is also why I carry my space pen. You know, a lot of people think this is not necessary, but you see, it is necessary here because I've managed to mark it out, because there's no way I'm going to remember where that hole was by the time I get it and dry it and all that. So I've marked it out. This pen writes in space. Again, not that I'll ever go there, but it also writes in water and upside down. So hopefully I'll be able to fix this. But I was pushing my luck with the X-Bed after all these wild camp, and you can see how where I use my kit, not just to look good. It is used, and look at the terrain here. But I think probably now it's got one hole. I might have to upgrade it or get a new one. But let's see.